Her phone hasn't stopped vibrating. Every buzz is another crack in her composure. I imagine her pacing the apartment, hair still smelling faintly of red wine from last night, replaying the moment I stood, poured my drink over her head, and walked out without a word. It's the silence that's eating her alive. Last night was the spark. Today is the fire. I met her 8 years ago at a bookstore. I was browsing crime novels. She was holding a self-help book like it was a shield. She smiled first. I thought it meant something. We talked for hours that day about art, travel, the people we wanted to become. She told me I made her feel seen. I told her she made me feel chosen. And maybe that's why I missed the signs later. The jokes that weren't really jokes. The way she spoke about me to friends, as though I was a pet she tolerated rather than a man she loved. At first, I told myself it was her humor, but humor shouldn't leave scars. Last month, the mask slipped completely. I'd gotten home early, unannounced. She didn't hear me walk in. She was in the kitchen, phone on speaker, laughing with her best friend. "He's harmless," she said, "and honestly, that's the only reason I keep him around. No one else would." Her friend laughed. I didn't. That night, I didn't confront her. I didn't yell. I didn't even leave. I simply started planning. The first thing I did was move money, quietly, over weeks. Joint savings into an account only I could touch. My paycheck rerouted, small amounts at a time, never enough to trigger suspicion. Next, I changed the passwords. Not to hers, to mine. Bank, email, even my phone. Locked every door she didn't even know existed. Then I called an old friend, David, who happened to be one of the sharpest divorce attorneys in the city. We met in his office after work. I told him everything, but I kept my voice even, my face calm. I think that unnerved him more than tears would have. "If you want out," he said, "we can make it clean. You'll come out ahead." I told him I didn't just want out. I wanted her to understand exactly what she'd thrown away. Last night was her opportunity to dig her own grave, and she didn't disappoint. We were at a restaurant with her friends, 6 of them, loud and full of wine. Someone asked how we met. Before I could speak, she smirked. "He basically begged me to date him," she said. "Look at him, desperate, weak, and lucky I was bored." They laughed. She kept going. "Honestly, I'm only still with him because I don't have time to train someone hotter." Her best friend winced. "Ouch, girl." Then she looked me dead in the eye and said, "Let's be real, no one else even wants him." The table roared. I didn't. I stood, picked up my glass, poured it slowly over her head. The liquid slid down her hair, into her dress, dripping onto her plate. She gasped like it was the first time she'd ever been on the receiving end of humiliation. I walked out, left the bill, left her, left the last 8 years in that chair. This morning, while she was probably still hungover, I set the rest in motion. The locks were changed before noon. My name removed from the lease, hers left on it. I'd already packed my essentials last week and stored them at David's place. Our shared credit card? Closed. Utilities? Transferred to her account. Subscription services she used on my dime? Canceled. And the best part? The car. Technically mine, though she used it daily. I had it towed while she was at work. By the time she got home, she was walking into an empty apartment she now had to pay for alone. No car, no access to my accounts, no idea where I was. The texts started around 3 p.m. "We need to talk. You're being dramatic. Are you seriously doing this over a joke?" When I didn't answer, they shifted. "I'm sorry, okay? It was stupid. We can fix this. Please, can you just call me?" Each one more frantic than the last. By 8 p.m., she was at full panic. "I can't afford the rent without you. Why are you being so cruel?" Cruel. The word almost made me laugh. I didn't respond, not because I had nothing to say, but because she'd already heard everything she needed to. Just not in words. She'd hear it in the silence, see it in the bills stacking up, feel it in every step she had to take without a car. Taste it in the nights she spent alone, wondering when exactly I stopped loving her, if I ever did. The truth is, I did love her. I loved her enough to believe she wouldn't twist the knife in public, to think she'd protect what we had instead of parading it as a joke. But she chose the laugh, and I chose the end. Now, as I sit here in my quiet, new apartment, glass of whiskey in hand, her messages still lighting up my phone, I realize something. The most satisfying part of revenge isn't the moment they fall. It's the moment they realize you're never coming back to catch them.